Are you looking for the best paint sprayers? In this video we will look at some of the 7 best paint sprayers on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Graco Magnum Project Painter Plus Paint Sprayer. This paint sprayer from Graco is the best option for professionals and DIYers. We found it just as effective as more expensive models. This airless paint sprayer immediately impressed us when painting a set of exterior shutters. We also used it to freshen up our garage door, which looked great even after a single coat. We loved how smoothly and evenly it painted without sputtering, blotching, or spitting on projects of all sizes. The pressure is easily adjusted. We mostly kept it on a medium setting, but it can go as low as 500 psi or as high as 2800 psi to adjust for paint thickness and desired control. When using latex paint, we liked that we didn't need to thin it at all, just like our much more expensive best overall runner-up pick. We also appreciated the inclusion of a lock on the trigger that lets you keep spraying without constantly squeezing the handle, which left our hands less sore than they would have been otherwise. Number 2. Graco Magnum Prox 19 Paint Sprayer. This professional-level airless paint sprayer has enough power to take on major painting projects that use up to 30 gallons of paint due to the high pressure and flow rate. During testing, we used it for a smaller project, painting wooden trays, with excellent results. We also used it to paint all the doors in our basement, 6 in total, and found it to be even easier to set up and use the second time. Though this sprayer was more muscle than we needed for our projects, it performed like a champ, laying down a very smooth coat of paint each time, no thinning required. It draws paint directly from a 1 or 5 gallon bucket and comes with a 50-foot hose, although it can support up to a whopping 150 feet of hose. It also includes one standard 515 paint tip, but 5 other sizes are available. We found that it's important to keep the spray head level while working without excessive tips or angles. Once we got the hang of it, it was easy to keep the paint smooth, and our finish looked professional. The pressure is easily adjusted from a low of 500 psi up to 3000 psi. It does have a learning curve setting the pressure and selecting the right tip for your paint. We recommend watching some tutorials online. Number 3. Graco Magnum X5 Stand Paint Sprayer. If you're searching for a paint sprayer that lays down a smooth layer of paint and is easy to maneuver while tackling a variety of painting chores around the house, this one from Graco is worth considering. We used this airless paint sprayer to paint interior doors. While it works well on larger projects, we found that it did a good job of tackling our door transformation and was easy to use. Like many airless paint sprayers, it draws paint directly from a 1 gallon or 5 gallon can. There is rarely any need to thin the paint before use. We sprayed interior latex paint and primer without any thinning. It's a nice upgrade over our overall best recommendation if you tackle larger projects that require up to 10 gallons of paint, but you can save about $40 by going with that model if you tend towards smaller projects like painting furniture. While the trigger does not lock, meaning we had to keep it depressed the entire time we painted, it didn't tire out our hand, and the spray head was comfortable to hold. We did experience a bit of paint spitting during the first second or so of starting to spray, which created a couple of spots that later needed to be sanded. That continued with each project we tackled, so we recommend directing the sprayer into a bucket or other convenient location when you first start spraying. Number 4. Titan ControlMax 1900 Pro High Efficiency Airless Sprayer. This sturdy, airless paint sprayer is mounted on a wheeled cart with a long handle, which made it easy for us to maneuver wherever we needed it. It's designed to handle large projects, and we tested it by painting an outdoor wooden shed measuring around 11 by 11 by 12 feet. We didn't need to thin our paint and completed the entire task in under an hour. In addition to tackling a big project and painting our shed, we also used the sprayer on some smaller tasks, including cabinets and an interior wall. We loved how easy it was to move around to different projects and how easy the cleanup process was once we figured it out. It continued to work just as well with each subsequent project. The sprayer draws paint directly from a 1 gallon or 5 gallon paint can and comes with a 50-foot hose, which was more than adequate for our projects, although the sprayer can support up to 100 feet of hose if necessary. We had a very slight learning curve, but once we got the hang of this paint sprayer, we found that it did an excellent job, laying down a very smooth coat of paint without spitting, running, sputtering, or dripping. We like that the nozzle can be rotated for either a vertical or a horizontal fan of paint. Number 5. Graco Ultra Cordless Airless Handheld Paint Sprayer. We love that this battery-powered paint sprayer allowed us to cut the cord, since most paint sprayers require you to keep track of not only your paint hose but also a power cord. This one is totally handheld, like a battery-powered drill, so it's incredibly easy to set up, carry around, and maneuver while painting. We used it to complete 2 initial projects, painting an interior door and a desk, with fast, even results each time. This particular paint sprayer is designed for handling small jobs, such as painting furniture, trim, doors, or cabinets, so it was very well suited to our tests. We loved it so much that we ended up using it at least once a month on various projects around our fixer-upper, including doors, cabinets, and furniture. The size and portability made it ideal for small home projects and perfect for carrying into the yard, out to the garage, to the end of a long driveway to touch up a mailbox or fence, or anywhere else without worrying about extension cords. The big limitation of this sprayer is battery life, but it comes with 2 DeWalt 20-volt batteries plus a charger, so you can have one battery in use while the other charges. Graco claims that you should be able to spray around 1 gallon of paint per battery charge. The sprayer has a canister that holds 32 ounces of paint. While we didn't need to refill it during our tests, it might be bothersome to stop midway through a larger project to top it off, although we didn't find it difficult to fill. Number 6. Wagner Control Pro 130 Tank Paint Sprayer. Unlike many other airless paint sprayers, which draw paint directly from a can or bucket, this one has a hopper that can hold up to 1.5 gallons of paint. We used the stationary sprayer to prime and then paint several lengthy wooden beams, which was a fairly small project for this sprayer, which is ideally used for larger tasks such as painting walls or fences. After using this sprayer to paint our garage beams, we found ourselves setting it up about once a month for a variety of smaller projects like a desk and sawhorses. In each case, we found that it did an excellent job of laying down very smooth coats of paint without any spitting, dripping, or sputtering. We also like that the nozzle can be turned to spray either a vertical or a horizontal fan of paint. We used both settings during our project, and it made it a lot easier to reach all sides of the beams without having to move them. Number 7. Titan ControlMax High Efficiency Airless Paint Sprayer. This stationary airless sprayer is great for a wide range of paint jobs, including big projects such as painting rooms, house exteriors, wooden decks, or fences. We used it to paint a large chest of drawers and loved the extremely smooth, professional-looking finish that we achieved in just 10 minutes of spraying. Plus, we liked not having to thin our paint. It's designed to decrease annoying overspray, the fine mist of paint that drifts through the air rather than settling on the surface being painted, by as much as 55%, similar to our best portable pick. Overspray can be a major issue when painting indoors, so we really like this feature when painting furniture, end tables, and a dressing room set without making any mess. This sprayer has 5 pressure/flow settings, and the helpful instructions help you determine which is best for your particular paint and project. Once adjusted, we had no need to change the setting during our project, and we found that the speed and force of the spray were perfect for our latex paint.